Hello classy people, how y'all doing? Wayne Bolden from the SpeedKing channel. Hope everybody had a start of the new year nicely and you're seeing your SpeedKing out there shaking a leg on New Year's Eve. I had a ball, I'm well rested, I'm fired up, I'm ready to get going back here in the studio. But before we do, please do us a favor and support us any and each way that you can. One, by subscribing. Two, donate us, buy us a coffee. Shirts you can purchase from us, as well as our tip sheet. You can email us at speedking24@yahoo.com, speedking24@yahoo.com. Well, we're going to dial into a Delta Downs race on Saturday. As you can tell, the stake races are slim because it's the beginning of the year. It'll pick up as we go through. But this race down at Delta Downs on Saturday is not a bad race. It is a field of 7 going 5 furlongs for 4-year-olds and up. The Sam Town Stakes for $75,000. So let's take a peek at it, see if we see what we see. And the number 1 horse, Slither. Well, Mr. Slither is a 5-year-old with 23 starts, 4 wins, 4 seconds, and 4 thirds for $117,000. Our Ward is our trainer of record, and Mr. Roman will be doing the riding in the saddle. Well, the horse's speed figure, Slithers, is okay. This horse was beaten soundly on December 10th at Delta Downs in an allowance race by the number 3, Wild Bird. I don't see him turning the table on the number 3 horse, so Slither I don't like in this spot at all here. I mean, of course, you can always use him underneath. He's not a horrible horse. It looks like he tries every time. He has been in the money 12 of 23 of his starts. So, again, if you're playing exactas and tries, the number 1 horse isn't a bad horse, in my opinion, to use underneath, for sure. I just don't like Slither, the number 1, in the win spot. The number 2 horse, best you've ever seen. Well, I don't know about that, but 27 starts on the number 2 with 7 wins, 5 seconds, and 7 thirds. That's pretty good. Ramirez is our trainer of record. This horse is by Take Charge Indy. And again, here's a horse that I believe is seriously overmatched in this spot, the number 2, best you've ever seen. So we're going to go ahead and take a pass on the number 2. We talked a little bit about the number 3 horse, Wild Bird, who has beat the number 1 horse, Slither, on December 10th back there. Well, that is an awfully nice speed figure that he earned on December 10th. That's the number 3, Wild Bird. He's coming off of a 29-day layoff. That's right, stepping from an allowance race into a stake race. This horse is a hard hitter. The one thing that I mean, he's an 8-year-old. He only has 37 starts, so he's not overly raced as an 8-year-old. And his last race is awfully good and should be taken very seriously in this spot. I think, he's a horse for the course, for one. 2, he has freshening off of his last win on December 10th, which was about 29 days ago. So again, the number 3, Wild Bird, to me, is a win contender in this spot. The number 4 horse, Emerald Forest, right? Emerald Forest, 13 starts, 4 wins, and 3 seconds. That's awfully good. Wilson is our trainer of record. This horse is fairly speedy, for sure. This horse is by gemologists. And again, I wouldn't leave this horse off my ticket either. I mean, he was beaten pretty soundly by the number 5 horse, who I would expect to be the favorite in here, Greeley and Ben. We'll talk about him next. But Emerald Forest is a very nice, lightly raced 4-year-old, like 13 starts with 4 wins in 3 seconds. So again, I wouldn't be running to the window to bet him, but I surely wouldn't be throwing him off any exotic tickets for sure. That's the number 4, Emerald Forest. And we talked about Greeley and Ben, who I think will be the favorite in this race, and rightly so. Greeley and Ben is by Greeley Conquest. Carl Broberg is our trainer of record. 27 starts and 16 wins. So again, you see what the problem is here. The number 5 horse knows where the winner's circle is, love to get his picture taken, and Ben and Greeley probably and should be the favorite and the horse to beat in here for sure. I mean, this horse has 27 starts and 16 of them are wins. That's that's about 60% of his starts, and that's from a large sampling. And we know Carl Broberg can do what he does. Has Timmy Thornton in the arms. This horse has everything his way. Come out of the November 25th race at Fairgrounds, which was a stake race, where he finished second behind Just Mighty and earned a decent speed figure in there. Now returning off of a 44-day freshening, I expect this horse to run huge. I think the number 5 is clearly the horse to beat here and should be the favorite, if you ask me. Will be my first or second pick in here for sure. And the number 5 horse, the number 6 horse, Flying Bankroll. Well, Flying Bankroll appears to be overmatched to me in this spot. The horse has 23 starts and only 1 wins and 6 seconds and 3/3. So clearly this is a horse that don't win a bunch. The number 6 horse, Flying Bankroll. Ramirez has 2 in here. He has this horse. Speed figures are horrible on this horse, and I can't throw the number 6 horse, Flying Bankroll, off the ticket fast enough. And the bottom horse, trained by the mighty Steve Asmussen barn. Dominguez is in the arms. The number 7 horse, Mighty Mischief. Well, Mighty Mischief is a lightly raced 4-year-old by Into Mischief. Has 8 starts, 3 wins, and 3 seconds. Now, this horse has speed figures that suggest that he can run and will continue to improve, if you ask me. But I'm going to tell you right now, he's going to have to improve a lot to beat Greeley and Ben, the number 5 horse, Carl Broberg's horse. But I'm telling you, a horse has 8 starts with 3 wins and 3 seconds. It is Asmussen's, got Dominguez in the arms. The horse is coming off of a 59-day freshening. Got beat up pretty bad in the November 10th race, which was just an allowance race at Churchill Downs. And the last time that we seen Mighty Mischief win a race was actually on May 15th, which was a grade 3, that was the grade 3 Chickling Stakes. So here's a horse that actually has greatest stakes experience at a grade 3 stakes race under his belt. So I wouldn't be so quick to throw these horses off the ticket. But he doesn't look like he's in the best of form right now, if you ask me. Those races back there in May and June, those was tremendous races in black type. But I don't think Mighty Mischief is going to be all the way up to beating the number 5 horse, Greeley and Ben. But of course, he will get bet. It's a national trainer's horse, and there's no way they won't be betting the 7 horse, Mighty Mischief. And he has every right to continue to run. And he is a grade 3 winner. So, take that for what it's worth. So, there it is. There's your Sam Town Stakes at Delta Downs. A very nice field of 7 Colton Geldings. The top horse in this race, to me, obviously would be the number 5 horse, Greeley's and Ben. I like the number 4 horse, Emerald Frost, here a little bit. I think this horse can improve. So my top picks is going to be the number 5, Greeley and Ben, the number 4 horse, Emerald Forest, and I'll be remiss if I didn't take Steve Asmussen graded horse as our 3rd pick, Mighty Mischief, the number 7. So we got 5, 4, 7 in that order. As always, folks, down in the description, please see our disclaimer, and our email address is speedking24@yahoo.com. And I need y'all to do me a favor. I need you to stay classy, have a great coming year, and most of all, be safe out there. Stay classy in everything you do, y'all.